Thanks so much for tuning into the Chariots for Hope Under the Hood podcast. Our hope is that the conversation you're about to hear encourages you and inspires you in a real way. At Chariots for Hope, everything we do is fueled by one central truth: the gospel, the good news of Jesus Christ. The gospel is simple yet life-changing. Because of our sin, we were separated from God. But out of his great love for us, he sent his son Jesus to live the perfect life we never could, die on the cross in our place, and rise again so that we could have forgiveness and new life in him. That's the hope we cling to, and it's the reason that we exist as a nonprofit. With that being said, let's jump into the conversation.
Well, welcome to Chariots for Hope Under the Hood, and we're so excited today to welcome our dear friend and Chariots family member, Shayla, to the Under the Hood podcast. So, Chariots for Hope Under the Hood, this is an opportunity for us to share the incredible stories that we get to hear. We are inspired by all the awesome people that God brings in our lives, but stories like Shayla's are definitely one to share. So we're going to go under the hood and we're going to talk a little bit about Shayla and how she got to Chariots and just her story and what she's overcome, because this beautiful woman sitting next to me is such a courageous, strong, tenacious, beautiful soul, a single mom to a beautiful daughter. And so, yeah, Shayla, let's talk. So welcome to Chariots for Hope Under the Hood.
Thank you. Good afternoon. How is it going?
She's being very timid at the moment, and I don't know why, because this girl's got a powerhouse of a voice. But she's got this killer smile. Yes, you can show your beautiful smile.
All right.
There it is. Okay, Shayla, let's talk. So I know your story. They don't know your story. But Omaha is not your home base. It's not. But God had other plans for Shayla and her daughter. And so do you want to go back a little bit and explain how you got here and a little bit about yourself and your story?
Absolutely. So it started, I've been living in Houston, Texas the majority of my life. It's been a roller coaster. Everything was going well until Hurricane Harvey happened in 2017.
Hurricane Harvey.
When Hurricane Harvey happened in 2017, we had the options to go to either the George R. Brown Convention Center, that's like a public shelter, or we could go to a kind of more family-based shelter somewhere in like Humble, Texas. And so we decided to stay there, and we worked closely with the social workers, the caseworkers, and the pastors.
So that hurricane wiped everything out?
Completely out. My place of residence. So I was planning on, I was renting to own, so all of that kind of crashed down after the hurricane.
So you had everything at that time.
I definitely did.
And then you lost everything.
And I lost everything in the blink of an eye.
And so you were at a shelter?
Yes. Me and my daughter was at a shelter.
Okay.
We were at one, and then where our time was up there, we went to the next one. And after we worked with the pastors and the caseworkers, they decided that it would be a great fit for me and my daughter to go to Omaha, Nebraska.
Interesting.
And I was definitely for it.
Did you know anything about Omaha before that?
I was born here.
Oh.
So I was definitely born here.
Okay.
But when I left, I was like 4 or 5. So I vaguely remember living here.
Okay.
I was like in pre-K, so.
And so what took you to Texas in the first place then?
My mom's job, she originally, she was working for Northern Natural Gas.
Okay.
And when they moved to Houston, it turned into Enron Gas Marketing. So she worked in the oil and gas field.
Okay. So you were there for quite a while.
I was definitely there for quite a while, 30 years plus.
You had your daughter there?
I had my daughter in Houston, Texas, at the Women's Hospital of Texas.
Okay. So Houston was a big part.
Houston was a big part of me.
So you taking and going to Omaha was kind of a huge step.
That was definitely a huge step.
Because you're starting all over again.
Absolutely starting over.
And you had nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
I want you guys to know, literally, she had nothing. She will tell you. I'm waiting for you to say it because I know she's going to say it. But yeah, keep going.
And so when we decided we were on board with going to Omaha, Nebraska, we came out here and we were at the Heartland It's in Bellevue.
Okay.
They were pretty nice, but unfortunately the time to live there was limited. I believe you only get like at least 14 to 20 days.
Okay.
And within that time frame, they'll assist you in finding housing or other shelter options.
Sure.
If you haven't obtained the housing by then. So I was able to obtain housing assistance, and me and my daughter decided that we were going to move into downtown Omaha in a townhouse. It was just me and her, so we were excited.
Yes.
We would sing karaoke. We just had a ball. So
You were making the best of it.
we absolutely made it the best of the situation.
Yeah.
And so from there, I was attending church, Kingdom Builders Christian Center. Shout outs to Pastor Darrell Brown Jr. He was a really good mentor of mine. We attended church, and we also volunteered at the Sienna Francis House. I believe that's the name of it.
And you were doing this all while still getting on your feet.
While still getting on my feet, we were helping the homeless out. We did like feeds every Friday until it changed to once a month.
And this is all without, because obviously our nonprofit and ministry is transportation.
Absolutely.
So you're doing all of this without any transportation.
Without any transportation.
And Omaha is not a very friendly town when it comes to public transportation.
Absolutely not. The city buses, no.
So I just commend you on that. I remember when I first met you, and this is probably almost 6 years ago. Oh, my Lanta. I just remember thinking you were telling me these things, and I'm thinking in my mind, I'm like, she's doing all of this while her whole life got uprooted. She absolutely came with nothing. She has no transportation, and yet she has this contagious spirit and heart to serve and to love and meet people right where they're at. And all along, doing this as a single mom, that for me just sticks out from you. And just, wow. Yeah, this woman is extraordinary. So you are serving and doing all this without having a whole lot, is basically what I'm trying to convey.
Yes, ma'am, absolutely.
Okay. So you're serving, you're doing all the things. You actually ended up getting a decent job. Is that correct?
That's correct. I actually applied for the Juvenile Detention Center, and I wasn't confident about getting it because I normally work with the youth and I work in childcare. So I was kind of shocked when I was employed there when they called me for an interview. I was really, really geeked. And so I definitely went to my interview, and I tried to pull out the parking lot, and they called me before I hit the light. They were like, Miss Cross, if you'd like to accept this position, we will gladly give it to you. And I gladly accepted it in the name of Jesus. And so really excited to engage with the youth, and the youth, it's amazing being a part of their lives, helping them prepare for practical life and encouraging effective communication. It's just amazing. We kind of click. And so I absolutely enjoy talking to the youth, serving the community. It just all comes together.
Yeah, which is great. So at that point, she gets this job, and she's still doing all those wonderful things that she said. And then along came, I need transportation. But she didn't really have the funds. She wasn't in position yet to actually go to a dealership or go to a buy here, pay here. So
Correct.
She sought out her resources.
I did.
And who led you to Chariots, actually?
I actually was going to, before I had an actual address, I was using the Women's Center of Advancement.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
They were allowing me to use their address, and I had mail coming there, and I heard something about Chariots for Hope, and I was so interested about it. I'm like, wow, what is that?
Yeah.
And they explained to me what it was. Never knew the fellowship would be crazy when I was finally a part of the family. But after that, I attended orientation classes, workshops. We fellowshiped, we talked, we prayed, and it was just amazing. I was just like, whoa, I couldn't wait for more. to meet up with them for the workshops, the Under the Hood workshops. And everything just started progressing after that. And I'm excited to be a part of this family.
Well, and then, listen, we're very excited that you're part of this family. She's actually been a huge blessing to our family. So she came to us literally right before the whole debacle of COVID. But she still remained, I'll call it like the list for Chariots, because there's a list of people that are waiting for vehicles. And so we stayed in touch with Shayla as the whole world was like shutting down and all the things. And we kind of just took that little time in hiatus. But let's talk about the day that we got to actually bless you, because your blessing was just, I don't know. We've done so many blessings. They're all absolutely amazing. Shayla's, it ended up blessing us. We always go into it like we're helping the people that we serve, but there was such a trickle effect at Shayla's blessing. She had a Jumpstart sponsor. It was Wilhelm Mortgage. Julie Cornell was there capturing the story. I mean, there was just so much going on. And in the midst of it, she ended up like we were all bawling. I think we were all bawling.
We totally were.
But we bamboozled Shayla. I don't even know what I told you. We were going to do something.
You actually said that we were having lunch.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And I believe you said you forgot your card or your money, and you went somewhere.
I said, we need to swing by here.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Something like that. But I was like, wow. And I was just something.
You were going along for the ride and you just trusted me. That's amazing.
I absolutely did.
Okay, so we go in, Jeremy plays along, and the next thing we do, we walk out and boom.
Boom. And
so tell us that. Like, I'm always like, I wonder what that feels like.
So it feels like there's nothing like a surprise behind love. It was a genuine surprise. It was love. It was heartfelt. It was well-deserved for sure. It was highly appreciated, and all in one. I was just so excited. I couldn't explain myself. I'm not sure if you've seen the video, but my mouth was like wide open. I was like cheesing really hard, like I am now. I was just really so excited, and I just appreciated it. I just, all the love behind that and the people behind the blessing, it was just an amazing feeling. I can still picture it now.
Well, yeah, I'm tearing up just even thinking about it, because it was such a beautiful day. It was. And what's so great is after that point, she's still in our lives. We're still connected. We are there for each other. She doesn't realize. I mean, she's been there for my husband and me and Chariots as a whole, as a family. She's a faithful volunteer. Wow. She is a sister. She's just been an absolute blessing. Her and her daughter come to all the Beyond the Car events. The importance of staying connected to healthy community. How important is that? It's
very important for your spiritual self, your well-being, your mental, all in one. It really helps it out. It makes things easier and smoother.
Chariots does that how?
Oh, just the love. You
keep saying love. Stop. You're going to make me cry.
You can feel it. Literally, you can just feel it. You don't even have to step in the building. Well, actually, when me and my daughter step into the building, it's kind of like we're the ones performing at a concert. They're like, everybody's super excited. We really feel like rock stars when we step into the building. So, yes, I love it. Love that feeling.
We love all the things.
Oh,
so
yes.
Tell us, once you got the car, on your shirt, we say it all the time. I mean, Feel the Freedom is one of our biggest events, right? So she was feeling the freedom. So tell us, what did it take you to? Did it give you the confidence? Did it give you the self-sufficiency, obviously?
It definitely
tell
gave me
better position with your job, just having the confidence in knowing that you could have your daughter and get her anywhere?
In the beginning, I was walking, I was riding bikes, I was catching an Uber. It was insane. I was able to kind of get up at a decent time. I was able to drive to work, and it felt so free. I was able to drop my child off at school. It It felt amazing. That's that feeling that a lot of people look for that are missing those transportation barriers.
Yeah.
And so that definitely filled it for me. I was able to get more done, believe it or not. I was able to continue to serve the community of those that I loved and just helping in general, volunteering at other churches. I was able to attend and worship at other churches. That was exciting too. I wasn't really able to do that before unless I caught Ubers or Lyfts to church. So that definitely helped me out. So I was able to expand and just do more things, spend time as a single mother with my daughter. We could just kind of literally go drive for, just go take a drive or like go to the park and just sit out there and just look at the ducks in the water. It was a really free feeling and I loved it.
So which I get to fast forward, and I don't know if there's anything else that you want to touch base on as far as part of your story, because this woman's story is just, she's not giving herself enough credit here, but I pray that you will understand and know, like, her story is just filled with such grit and such very courageous.
Thank you.
I don't even know if me even saying that is even going to convey it, but you keep fighting. Even in times and circumstances where you're so completely overwhelmed and sometimes paralysis can happen. Mm-hmm. But I love that you're honest. You are very vulnerable. You are trustworthy with your Chariots family.
Absolutely.
You've been so faithful just with, us, right? But I think it's always, for me, at Chariots for Hope, we say at Chariots, it's way beyond the car. And I think those are the pieces that people really don't understand. And Shayla's story for me, there's so many different layers. And like I said, she's really not giving, she's smiling because she has to endure a lot at her job. You heard her. She's in the correctional youth facility here in Omaha. And that is some very troubled children and hurting children. And she's had her own life.
Absolutely.
I don't even know what to say. It's not been easy. And she's still sitting here smiling. And so there are pieces to your story, if you feel comfortable in sharing, you can. But we can also talk about, if you don't want to go back in any of those little pieces, we can talk about Shayla having her car from Chariots for Hope for what? 4 years?
It was like 3-4 years. Yeah.
This girl, she rode it. She drove it. And then she calls me in May. Mm-hmm. It was either end of April this year, 2025.
It was April.
Right. And she's texting me. She's like, I went and bought a car. And it was one of these things as far as Chariots, right? We really want to see them. We want to see them break these barriers, right? Mm-hmm. She absolutely did. And she traded her car in. She got a new car. And what are you rolling in? What are you rolling in?
I'm in a 2024 GMC in the name of Jesus. Came with patience and being a good servant, good faithful servant. Mm-hmm. Just stepping out on faith. I found some comfort in giving you a call and letting you know, because it kind of, because you guys thought about me enough to, give me a car. I owed that to let you guys know what my update was as far as the transportation, because
so cool.
It's that connection. So it's unexplainable, but I definitely had to let you know about that. So
yeah, yes, but you were in financial position to do so.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
She is. So those are great victories for us at Chariots for Hope that we get to celebrate amazing women just like Shayla. So talk to me. Is there anything else that you would like to share under the hood with our audience, or anything else you'd like to say?
It's absolutely good to stay connected to the community, staying faithful as far as being with the family of Chariots for Hope. For me, I feel complete. It fills that void to remain a faithful servant of being a family member of Chariots for Hope. So I encourage you to just, if you are in a organization or if you're at a church, and it's just to be a faithful servant is a really good feeling. And that's how I feel being a part of Chariots for Hope. Absolutely. I feel complete. So that's enough for me.
My goodness. Well, I don't even know. She just said, I feel complete. You're so awesome.
I absolutely
She
do.
brings such joy when she walks in here. Look at this radiant smile. She's absolutely stunning.
Thank you.
Well, Chariots for Hope, we are a better organization because of you, Shayla, and your daughter. You just encourage us along the way. I always think and always tell people, people come to Chariots for Hope because they're needing hope. They're needing transportation. And what they don't realize, what they're going to get along the way, is I pray that they would truly experience God's love, right? I mean, that is the ultimate goal on why we started Chariots for Hope. It was a platform to share the gospel. It was a way of loving people right where they're at. Mm-hmm. It was a way of meeting a tangible need. And along the way, you get to meet incredible people like Shayla. So thank you for always, every time I call, every time I text, she's always there. So
it's a pleasure.
When we say Chariots for Hope as a family, it's legit.
It is.
It's legit. She can't get rid of me.
I wouldn't want to.
Because I'll
Mr.
find
Chair.
her. No, I'm kidding. Not in a weird way. Thank you for your vulnerability. Thank you for sharing. And now here I am crying. That's just Shayla's like, yeah, Michelle, that's nothing new. We love you.
I love you as well.
Yeah. Thanks for just being who you are and being a part of our Chariots for Hope family.
Thanks for allowing me to be a member of Chariots for Hope.
Absolutely. Okay. So I did it. I cried, right? Thank you so much for tuning in to Under the Hood and to hear incredible stories like Shayla. Continued blessings, and tune in next time.
Thanks so much for listening to this episode of the Chariots for Hope Under the Hood podcast. We hope you were encouraged and inspired by the conversation. Our mission at Chariots for Hope is to demonstrate God's love by removing transportation barriers. You can join us in that mission by following us on social media, donating financially, or even donating a used vehicle to help advance someone through one of our programs. To learn more or get involved, visit us at chariotsforhope.org. Thanks so much again for listening, and God bless you.